Antarctica. Antarctica. You know, the only thing evil in Antarctica are the people who visit there. You see, the evil elite thought they could bargain their way into a better world. But they're so incredibly ignorant. Their world is not better. Their world is full of destruction and theft. It's like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. They got rich on stealing. The Rothschilds did not have that much money until they convinced governments to confiscate the people's gold. Then they took all the people's gold, never gave it back as promised, and became rich in the process. So it was stolen. And the Rockefellers started getting on non-profit committees and holding chairs. One started with the ASPCA. And then they started having governments, since they had these positions of charitable outlook, they convinced governments to set aside land and preserves historical land sites. Then after so many years or a war, they present back to the government as if it was their land, and they just steal it, just like what the UN is doing with these historical land sites. UNESCO is saying that this is a historical land site and the UN takes care of it, and blah blah blah. But Trump has been telling everyone the people have the power. The power is in the people's hand. And then you cheer and you go back to your couch and sit down and have your beer or watch your TV or whatever. But you're not getting it. The power is only activated when you start writing letters and objecting. You don't even have to go on the street. Send emails, although the email always seems to be broken on the website, on the White House website. But write letters, send emails, tweets, object to those stupid Sharia patrols that are trying to come into America, where they have to contend with them from state to state. That's the very definition of a gang, is what they're doing. And making up their own laws is espionage, because you're trying to overthrow the government, where you're imposing your own made-up laws and self-appointing as police is what they're trying to be doing. So, and these things we have to object to. You know, PTA meetings, petitions, they are like worthless. You have to write letters. You have to send tweets and emails and read your Constitution. The answer is right in there. We put something up on this website and people have sent copies and corrected it. But there's only about 10-20 people who sent it to Jeff Sessions. And perhaps that's even enough. But for right now, I wanted you to know that there is no evil in Antarctica except for the people there. And the evil elite, they are so disgustingly decrepit, is that since the beings that are in Antarctica and own that area said, no, you cannot have the resources here, they have decided to, the elite, have decided to destroy as much of Antarctica as possible. Because they're like 2 years old. Excuse me, 2-year-old. They can't have what they want, they throw a tantrum. Unfortunately, their tantrums are destructive, which is my other point. These people are thieves. They're destroying things. We must collectively demand that they're arrested and have the money and wealth returned to the people. It's time we take back what's ours. I mean, how much do they owe your grandparents for taking their gold in 1933 and 1934? So what, you don't have a certificate? Especially if you were an immigrant at that time. I actually went and kicked your door in and took your gold. That is the banksters. So, the Federal Reserve is illegal. Start tweeting about that. Shut it down. Get rid of it. The government can print its own money. They don't need the Federal Reserve. We don't need thieves. Let's kick them out of the country now. Okay, thank you for your attention.